Hey, it's Jess Jackson with iHeartRadio Canada, and I'm here with Ben
Hi.
from Billy Talent. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for taking the time.
Okay, well, let's just dive right into it here. You guys are going to be heading back out on the road, still promoting Crisis of Faith.
Yeah.
And I was kind of reminiscing before I came
Yeah.
here, and
Yeah.
because I've seen you guys way back in the day.
Absolving your sins.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was a different person back then. Please don't judge me. But I mean, like, sixth album, you guys are coming up on 30 years and like basically the same lineup the entire time. Like, I hate to say what's your secret, but like, how did you guys manage to do it this well for this long and you're still going strong?
It's a good question, and I don't know. You know, I think it's with us. We've always just had a shared mutual respect for the greater good of the being a component within this thing that is this thing. So we've always just had a tremendous amount of respect for the process and what we do, and a tremendous amount of respect for each other as human beings. And I think it's also just a matter of compromising and understanding, just like in any relationship, like understanding, what buttons not to push with people. And we've now kind of got to a point where we can resolve our issues civilly, and we discuss things. And if something's bugging you, we can sit down and figure it out. I know it's not the most
It's real,
the greatest
though.
answer, but it's true. It's just like it's compromise and understanding and patience and giving people space to grow into themselves, and if they need help, to help them. Yeah.
I know that I hate saying that, we've gone back to normal now, because I don't think it'll ever be the same again. But when you guys are like back on a full blown tour, do you find that things are a little bit different, or do you think it's, we got right back into the swing of things and here we are?
It's a little bit of both. I think for us, we just toured Europe for a month in when was that? I guess it was November into December. And yeah, like it's still very much a real thing, right? And a lot of people are still getting sick. So we try our best to, we always have our masks on whenever we can. Like the only time I take my mask off is when I play, and then I put my mask back on. And there's a lot of time alone.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time alone,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, listen, you just have to be smart about it and
Yeah.
just try your best to do what you can. And yeah. So it's like you said, it's I don't know if it's going to be normal for a long time, but it's by not being able to do what we do for 2 years and being scared that we maybe never will be able to do that. If that's the compromise, is having to just spend more time with ourselves, and that's the compromise. It's a fair one.
Wanted to mention too how much fundraising you guys have done with a lot of these shows. I know the last time you had come kind of through Canada, you did a bunch of different fundraising for all the food banks in every
that
city.
was actually Aaron, who's sitting behind us. That was his idea, and he started the whole and oversaw the whole initiative. So yeah,
very, very cool. And with War Children Canada and
War
everything.
Child. Yeah, we it's interesting because I was talking about it the other day. The very first show that we ever played was in 1993 at our high school, at Our Lady of Mount Carmel Secondary School in Meadowvale, Mississauga.
Shout out.
Yeah. I dropped out. I did. But anyway, the very first show that we ever did was you had to bring a non-perishable food item as like the price of admission. So for us, like doing the charitable kind of angle has just been ingrained into our DNA from literally the get-go till now. And so if you can, regardless of your profession or what you do, or there's a lot of people that need a lot of help. And it's been a really challenging time coming out. Not that we're out of the pandemic, but there's a lot of people that are suffering. And I think this is the time when you have to truly rely on community and rely on your friends and the people in your life. And if you can help them, it's not even raising money, or it's just, even just reaching out to a friend that maybe is struggling and be like, hey, I'm thinking of you. How are you? I think the things like that go a long way. And just kindness.
Yeah.
Just like regardless of what side of like this political spectrum that seems to have just been this blur now, it's like we have to remember the core values of just what it means to be a person and a human, and that we're all these insecure, creatures that are just trying to find our way. And then we just need to listen to each other and just be kind and remember like decency, just decency, be decent to each other. That's like Wayne's World, trying to be
It's like we're in his basement right now, though, right?
Yeah. No, that's Bill and Ted. Sorry. That's
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. This had recently come up in the news, and I wanted to run it by you.
Sure.
Did you hear the Jamie Lee Curtis and the whole matinee show thing?
Oh, I did see that. She wants to see Coldplay at 1:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen.
You know what?
Too.
As a father,
yes,
I have a 3.5-year-old daughter. I understand that because like I am lights out at 9:00. You know what I mean? Like there's no, I watch, watch some bad TV and I go to bed.
Yeah.
Mind you, tonight we're going on like 10:30, but that's not our fault, by the way. And that's just the Juno, what have you. But yeah, no, I think there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, it could work.
I mean, when we were growing up, we used to go see shows in the city, and there were certain clubs like Lee's Palace would do like matinee shows.
Yeah.
So bands would go and they play, and then you could go to the afternoon show, and then the same bands would play later on that night. So yeah, I think there is something to be said for it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Could
What do you
work.
think?
I would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I went to a Garth Brooks show at 3:00 in the afternoon.
There you go.
And it was great. I walked out and it was still daylight, and
Come back at 7:00, half corked, make dinner, and go to bed.
it was perfect.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you this. I mean, besides the obvious of playing, your songs at a show, what would you say is the most repetitive part about your job? Something that maybe we wouldn't think would be something that you do kind of every time you go on stage,
Like,
or in studio.
yeah,
or
I
anything?
don't know. Like, I mean, for me personally, like we have kind of routines of like before we go on stage, like the band, the boys in the band, they have like little practice kits, like so practice amps, and they kind of go in another room and they play for like half an hour, like fully play. And I kind of just put my headphones on and I sing like 4 or 5 songs in like a bathroom or a closet or wherever I can be alone. And that's kind of a very odd, repetitive thing that you do because I often just find myself laughing, being like, okay, I'm in this town, in this city, and another bathroom, another closet, another janitor closet, just me and my mop singing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of repetitive. And, and it's rehearsals as well. Like we rehearse a lot. It's weird, actually. I don't know why we rehearse so much, but that's probably just another thing of like our DNA of the band. It's like, even though we were just coming here to do this one show tonight, which is, I don't know when this is airing, but we're playing a show tonight, but like we rehearsed like for 7, probably like, I think we probably did about 7 to 10 rehearsals just for this show. You know what I mean? As where I know some bands are just like, we just met at the airport. It's like, what? How?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're practice-aholics.
Well,
Practice-aholics.
you guys put on an immaculate show. Like I've seen you guys a couple
We
times,
practice.
and it's clearly it's working. So
thank you.
Up and
I
coming
appreciate that.
bands,
Thank you.
practice. Right?
Yeah, it's true actually. That's yep.
One more question,
Sure.
and I'll let you get back to doing what you're doing in your alone
Not
time.
much. I was watching golf all day by myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know.
No,
I'm a big golfer.
I love hockey and golf, and
Yeah,
that's pretty
okay,
much
good.
it. So.
Oh, and good win for our Maple Leafs last night, right? You're a big Leafs fan? That's right.
It's like my backup team, though. Like I'll cheer for
Oh yeah,
them, right?
really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes,
that's a bold statement to be saying on camera.
I know. I don't know why. It's everyone's. It's in. It's Toronto's the scary part, and we're not allowed to like them. I'm like, I cheer for everyone in Canada.
It's strange
except Calgary.
because except Calgary. It's strange because I'm a diehard, like have been my whole life, Leaf fan.
Yeah.
But if the Leafs aren't in the playoffs, or if we get beat out first round, which we have for the last 10 years, I always root for, like I'm always supportive of the Canadian teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except Calgary.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Hey,
Just kidding.
You heard it here first. I just wanted one silly question before I let you go. I see even when we walked into the room that you guys had posters ready to sign for fans. Have you ever, what's the weirdest thing you've been asked to sign? Something that's maybe non-traditional?
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Well, there was one that we've talked about here. We signed a guy's glass eye. Oh. Yeah, and I was there was obviously some trepidation.
Yes.
Moving forward, I was like, dude, this is like your eye.
Yeah.
But we signed it.
Okay.
Yeah, we signed it. I don't think it went back in, but he definitely, he held it.
It's in a jar.
It's somewhere. Yeah.
You know what? Somewhere you're going to be at a venue and you're going to be in that closet practicing.
Yeah.
And there it is, just sitting on the shelf.
Besides the bleach and the Vim.
Yes. Yeah. You really should have documented
Bleach,
that.
Vim, eyeball.
all the different places, the closets you've been in singing in the bathroom. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for coming down on a Sunday. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.
And hopefully see you somewhere along the road again.
We'll be back, I hope.
Back on this couch.
Yeah, here we are. Back on the couch. Yeah. Between two ferns. Yeah.